Fun with money. Splish, splash, the rich are taking a bath. Fancy bathtubs. Overly large swimming pools. If you can afford it, why not? Here are 5 tales of rich people and how they like to have good, clean fun. Harry Richman. You may not know him today, but in his peak years of the 1920s and 30s, he was one of the highest paid performers in show business. Harry's last name was quite appropriate. His last name was actually Reichman, and he was born in Ohio to Russian Jewish parents. When he changed his last name to Richman at age 18, he was already a professional entertainer in vaudeville and was already making big money. Despite a very successful career before 1930, Richman got his greatest fame with his feature film debut, Puttin' on the Ritz. Irving Berlin had published the song a year earlier, but Harry Richman introduced it in the film and had an extremely successful record with it. Harry wasn't the very first person to record it. That was Leo Reisman. But he was the first to have great success with the song. Most people know Fred Astaire's version better than Harry Richman's. Fred did it in the 1946 film Blue Skies. Since then, the most famous recording of the song was done by Dutch singer Taco in 1982. Puttin' on the Ritz meant big bucks for everyone who ever had success with it. Harry Richman had nothing to complain about. His fortune allowed him to buy a giant bathtub for his Miami home, cut from a block of solid marble, and big enough to hold 20 people. So what happened to Harry Richman? Well, his films did well, but his film career was short-lived. Let's just say that he didn't play well with others. That, and he had limited acting ability. However, he was still an in-demand singer, and he remained a major concert draw through the 1930s. By the 1940s, he largely withdrew from show business and only made sporadic appearances. Harry spent his money too much and was impoverished during his final years. Being married and divorced 3 times didn't help matters. I hope he enjoyed that bathtub while he had it. Sir Philip Sassoon. Sir Philip Sassoon was the epitome of the good-time English rich guy. He was a politician, art collector, and socialite, entertaining many important people and celebrities in his homes. A few of these people included Winston Churchill and film comedian Charlie Chaplin. Harry came from old money, as both the Sassoons and Rothschilds were prominent Jewish families. Even Noel Coward, the famous British playwright who was noted for his rather indulgent lifestyle, said, in so many words, that Sassoon was the man. Sir Philip owned a very large swimming pool at his Trent Park home that was always elegantly scented. It was also the first outdoor, open-air swimming pool in Europe that was heated, way back in 1922. Sadly, the ultimate British host didn't get to enjoy all this for very long. He died at age 50 in 1939 from the flu. Wright S. Ludington. Who was Wright S. Ludington? A rich guy, pretty much. He was born into money. He didn't really have to do anything, but he was an art collector, artist, and one of the founding members of the Santa Barbara Museum of Art. Wright was born in New York City. His family later moved to Pennsylvania. From there, he went to live in Montecito, California, at the now legendary Valverde Estate. Before his move to California in 1927, Wright traveled a lot in Italy and France, visiting ancient Roman sites. This left an impression on him because everything inside and outside of the Valverde Estate was given an ancient Roman makeover after he moved in. Rich Boy took things to the next level. Even his bathroom had to look like ancient Rome. The architecture, the murals, the only thing missing from here was the chariot races. But that wasn't all. The bathtub itself was an ancient, lead-lined stone coffin. How comfortable would you be taking a bath in a coffin? Wright was a weird guy anyway, so it suited him. He became increasingly reclusive as the years went on. By the early 1970s, you just didn't see him, and he shied away from interviews, despite the fact that he was still a big name in the art world. He lived to the ripe old age of 91 in 1992. Lady Willingdon. Do you like mauve? What color is mauve anyway? You may hear someone mention mauve. You may even see the word in print. But what the heck is mauve? Mauve is actually a pale purple color. It is named after the mallow flower, which in French is called mauve. And now you know. Well, one lady really had a love affair with mauve. This was the Lady Willingdon of England. She just couldn't get enough of that good mauve stuff. Lady Willingdon did something that, I think, is the most fantastic of anyone I've mentioned in this video. She had an entirely mauve-themed bathroom. Every single fixture in the bathroom was the same shade of mauve. When you turned on the mauve-colored taps, out came mauve-tinted water. Mauve water, for real! That's dedication to a color right there. Bonus, Joan Crawford. This next segment is a clip from my earlier video, Actresses of the Golden Age. I don't make a habit of repeating material, but I thought this was appropriate, so it ended up here. In 1939, Joan starred in a movie called The Women. In it, she has a scene in a bathtub. It was the first time she had been in a bathtub in years because she didn't like them. She had no tubs in her own house, just showers. I hope this video washed away your blues. Or maybe it's all wet. At any rate, you'll have to agree, it was good, clean entertainment. Anyone can enjoy a bath, or a shower, or a dip in the swimming pool. Make it memorable. Big fat finances allowed these men and women to make Splish Splash time more special for them. There isn't anything wrong with that. As long as you have money, have some fun with it.